because we have, I'm from Ramsey, and our next comedian is also from Ramsey. She's performed all over the joint, all places in the city, every of those comedy clubs, Caroline's, all that place. Let's give it up for Ramsey's own Deena Sullivan!
Right, my friends, you used to be able to see me at Caroline's on Broadway and Gotham Comedy Club. Now you can find me at Uncle Giuseppe's and Anthony Franco's. Killing him at Five Below. Killing him. But I'm totally happy to be here, back on stage, and especially here at the club. We moved to Ramsey about a year ago, and we live in the club. Right? Also known as the RGCC, which I have come to learn actually stands for the Ramsey Golf and Cocktail Club. Jesus, you people can drink. It may be the only place on the planet where you go trick-or-treating with your kid with a wagon and a red Solo cup, and you wake up in a dumpster on Morton Drive. Like, I feel like I'm back in college, right? Like every street should have its own RA, right? Like, where else do you go to a kid's birthday party and the clown is handing out fireball shots? True story. But we love it here in Ramsey. The people are awesome. And there's so many activities. I mean, many fucking activities. But really what drew us in was like the family feel and how all the kids play out in the street like the old days. Right? Remember we had that good weather last week and all the kids on our block were out biking and hiking and riding, and they all had their little helmets and wrist guards and knee pads, and I just look at them and I get a little choked up and I think like, they are such pussies. I was born in the 70s. The only knee pad I had was like the big wad of gauze from yesterday's spill. I come like limping into the kitchen, crying one of those big snot bubble cries. And my mom would be like, new pants. It's always the friggin' new pants. No matter what ailment I had, I could be bleeding from the ears, and she'd say the same thing every time. She'd be like, you're fine. So dramatic that one. Just gargle. I go upstairs and get mama who smoked. Right? And they smoked back then, right? In the 70s. I found this old picture of my mom with like a beer in one hand and a butt in the other at her baby shower. True story. And frankly, I'm surprised I'm not wearing a crash helmet and drooling in a cup, being like, I can count to purple. I'm fairly certain my mother's prenatal care was like bologna on white, a Tom Collins, and a pack of Camels. So, despite the Irish last name, I'm Italian. But I grew up in this rich Jewish neighborhood in Long Island, which was like kind of awkward. It's like my parents went out for cannoli one night and made a wrong turn into like a giant fucking bar mitzvah. And it sucked because like in the summers my friends got to go to sleepaway camp and do cool stuff, right? And I got to hang out with my grandpa and play pull my finger. And it was hard fitting in. Like I kept ordering my matzo balls al dente. But my friends would try to help me out and teach me their culture, like how to spin the dreidel, right? And I would teach them like how to get cable for free. And I remember I was in the 5th grade, and remember those polo shirts when the horses on them were all the rage, and I wanted one so bad. So my dad, who's got a guy, who's got a record, got some from like Frankie the Chin that fell off the truck. And I was so psyched until I noticed that my horse had 3 legs, an eye patch, and the label said polio. I was also interested. So speaking of labels, I noticed that my flat iron had one that says, warning, external use only. Yeah, that's what I said, right? Like, I am no brain surgeon, but do you really need a label telling you not to stick a burning hot hair tool in your gooch? Like, I have straightened my hair a number of times, and I've never once been like, now where should I put this? Somebody's mother. So when I was watching the Super Bowl last month, I got to thinking about the penalty flag, right? And how wouldn't it be awesome if life came with one? Like anytime somebody pisses you off, you throw the flag, right? Your neighbor doesn't pick up the dog crap on your lawn, throw the flag. Or like ladies, say you're having a romantic night with your man and he tries to get right to business, right? Throw the flag. False start, offense, turn foreplay into 2-play, right? Or those nights that he drinks too much, and just taking too long. Delay of game. And I had a boyfriend once that wanted a threesome, and I was like, whoa, too many men on the field.
I love it.
Speaking of threesomes, I have children, which is apparently what happens when you drink tequila and play just the tip. Learn a lot about your spouse when you're picking out baby names, right? Like I had Danica, Mackenzie, Riley, and he had Montana, Nevada, Sierra, which would be great names if Babies R Us carried stripper poles or G-string diapers. I was actually in a Babies R Us the other day, and they had a Fisher-Price My First ironing board. And it literally just like stopped me in my tracks. I thought like, wow, what a great idea. Why don't we fast track some other shit I don't want to do? Perhaps the Fisher-Price Pap smear. Or My First Hand Job. Flying very stressful lately, but it's mostly because I hate walking through first class. Like, I feel like it's a giant walk of shame. I'm just like, should have studied harder. Too many whippets. Oh, look at all of you with your leg room and your hot towels. Like, how nice for you. And I just don't know where else you get to spend $600 on a ticket and be reminded that you could be doing just a little bit better. Like they get to board first, right? They get served first, but they also hit the side of the mountain first. Fresh baked cookies, fuckers. Coach is just where dreams go to die. Like in first class, everyone's all dressed up and they're reading the Wall Street Journal. Then you step into coach, and it's like the bar scene from Star Wars. Everybody's coloring. Whenever I'm back there, I have this uncontrollable urge to grab my spork and go running back through the curtain. I'm freedom! Get Kitty back here! So I recently bought a self-help book on Amazon. And normally I very much appreciate the May We Suggest feature that tells you what other people like you also purchased. But if you buy a self-help book, that makes no sense at all, because I would like to know what the stable people are buying. What it should say is people who aren't fucked up also. And with all the freaky technology, after you buy that stuff, like they know everything about you, right? And then all of a sudden, all the pop-up ads, every time I log on, like, I feel like they're aimed right at me. This shit's getting personal. Like, I logged on the other day and it was like, sick of belly fat? Unwanted facial hair? Want to make vodka pancakes? And God forbid you buy a relationship book on Amazon. Before I got married, I got one of those, like, how to make a marriage work, right? And it came back with, may we suggest, stop bitching at him all the time. How about losing a few pounds? Try shaving your legs once in a while. Thank you. This guy needs another drink. And those books are not helpful at all, the relationship ones. One I had a chapter on sharing responsibilities. And it said something like, hey guys, in order to take the burden off your woman, why don't you take over the social calendar once in a while? Could you imagine what that fucking calendar would look like? It'd be like, Friday, jerk off. Saturday, see you Friday.
Deena!
So, before I got married, I was doing some of this online dating, like the Match.com, or as I like to refer to them, not going to one more fucking wedding alone.com. And I never cared that I was single until I went to the doctor and I filled out that in case of emergency form, and I was just like, Mom. And I just pictured her like, she's fine. So dramatic that way. Tell her to gargle. And I tell you, I kissed a lot of frogs back in my day. Like, I remember I had this blind date once, I'm out for dinner with this guy, and he's trying to impress me with his knowledge of show tunes. I'm not kidding. Right. So all of a sudden, it's like his American Idol audition, and he's banging out a medley complete with like jazz hands and shoulder action. Right? And by the time the salad comes, I'm like, sing happy please, sing happy please. And it's just a bad day when you get a look of pity from a waitress with a face tattoo and daddy issues. So I married him.
Yes.
11 years, living the dream, baby, living the dream. So I'm at the age, unfortunately, where a lot of my friends are starting to get divorced. But I'm Catholic, so I don't believe in divorce. I believe in life insurance. I told my husband, I'm like, there is only one road out of this marriage, my friend. And that is down the Pine Box Highway. The Dirt Nap Boulevard. Meet my attorneys, Smith & Wesson. Pow, pow! And I like to freak him out when he lays down to take a nap. I outline him in chalk.
Stop doing that!
Did you ever notice after you get married, you start to see things you didn't see before? Right? It's kind of like flipping on the lights after the last call. You're like, what the fuck is that? Everybody's laughing because it's true. After we got married, I looked over, I was like, did he always wear his underwear so tight? He looks like a giant corn muffin. And another thing I didn't can't see coming about marriage is like how quickly I got so lame so fast. And then like my biggest thrill would be finding a parking spot at Interstate. Remember the single days? Right? And ladies especially, remember those nights we were drinking, drunk with our friends, and we're acting like a bit of a whore? And you feel bad, the shame walk. Oh, no. Like, if I knew then what I know now, how lame my life would become, like, instead of being ashamed, I'd been like sashaying down there. Swirling my panties around my fingers. You're like, another satisfied. I think after sex, we should be able to post a Yelp review. Right? Not just hat rack my friends, right? I think that would be very helpful. Because have you ever noticed that every guy has a move? And normally that move sucks. And it's the worst, because he's doing his thing and you're like, what is he doing? Why would he do that? But you don't say anything. And you want to know why? Because that's his A game. And you definitely don't want him busting out the B game that always involves some crazy nipple action that has you walking around like this for 3 days. Let's review the classics, shall we? Taffy pull. There's the blind speed reader. And my personal favorite, the pencil eraser chew. I am somebody's mother. Oh, but wait, there's more. So you know what Ramsey needs more of, actually?
Nail salon.
We need more parties where my friends get me drunk and sell me shit. Every time I walk into one of those goddamn jewelry parties, Jackie from Park Lane, she here, she scares me. I like sit in the car for 5 minutes, like psyching myself up. I'm like, not gonna buy anything. Not gonna buy anything. Stay strong, Deena, stay strong. And a bottle of wine later, I find myself saying things like, that is adorable! Oh my God, you can dress it up, dress it down, day to night. It could be a bracelet, a choker, an eye patch. Before I moved to Ramsey, I used to go out with my friends and come home with like a book recommendation and like a slight buzz. Now I come home with $400 worth of crap and liver damage. How about we start hosting some parties more in line with my current needs? Perhaps a fucking we get alone party. Or maybe a Cuban houseboard party. I'd be coming home and be like, scooch over a bit, will ya, hun? Fernando's gonna be staying with us for a bit. Kids, meet your new papa! But I actually went to one of those passion parties, right? Sex toys. So I went to one of those passion parties, and at first I was a little like, I was like, I don't know about that. But my friend was like, oh, Deena, it's just like your grandmother's Tupperware party. Right, yeah, just like that. Except somehow I can't see Granny walking out with glow-in-the-dark anal beads. And a gag ball. Gag ball's always fun. So after 3 dirty martinis, I came home with my friend the Rabbit. Does anybody know? Does you know the Rabbit? Okay. The Rabbit, let me teach you. The Rabbit is your standard issue vibrator, except it has 2 silicone ears at the top that go like that. So I came home and I showed my husband and he was like, that's not better than the real thing, right, honey? Guy. But if my rabbit friend figures out how to change a tire, open a jar, or fire up the grill, you're fucked.